How do I provide for the fair division of assets among my farming and non-farming children?
So the typical distribution of someone's property when they die is that if the person is married, it will transfer to the surviving spouse. And if there is no surviving spouse, then normally it's just divided equally amongst everyone's children in equal shares. The problem with that from a family farm perspective is that typically a farm owner, most of their assets are going to be farming assets. And if we divide them equally amongst all of the siblings, it becomes nearly impossible for the farming child to buy out all of the other children's shares. And so whether it's from giving everyone an equal cash value and then having to come up with the cash to buy out all of the other shares, or partitioning the land, typically that doesn't work because a farming operation requires the whole land base. And so you really have to take a different approach when you have a farming operation or other family business, and that is looking at a fair distribution as opposed to an equal distribution. And so what that to me means is having a distribution that you're comfortable with, and that when you go to sleep at night, you are comfortable and can fall asleep because you feel like everyone has been treated properly. And how do you do that? Looking at non-farm assets for the non-farm children. Sometimes there's land that isn't an integral part of the farm. If there's mountain tracts or additional residences, those can be given to a non-farming child, as well as buying life insurance so that there's a payout, a guaranteed lump sum amount that's paid to the non-farming children. You can also provide the farming child with the farm, but have conditions that he make a payment to the non-farming children over a number of years. And if the farming child would end up getting the farm assets and then selling them for, say, development purposes and making a profit, that profit be shared with the non-farm children. So there's any number of different ways to get what would be considered a fair distribution of your assets to your non-farm children. And contacting an ag attorney who's gone through this with a number of different families, you'll be able to get different suggestions and different techniques to help to make a fair distribution and also guarantee the success of the family farm.